A bipartisan group of Congress members, including a Minnesota rep, want to pair more veterans with man's best friend. The lawmakers are sponsoring the Service Dogs Assisting Veterans Act. Led by a Republican from Texas and a Democrat from Kentucky, that bill would require the VA secretary to award grants to nonprofit organizations to help programs provide service dogs to eligible veterans. Representative Pete Stauber spoke at the Capitol on this bill, saying he supports it because service dogs can make a big difference in veterans' lives.
The veterans that I serve with, the veterans that I know back home, these service dogs will allow them to live the life that they need to live.
Service dogs have been proven to help suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injuries, and more.